Go ahead.
I don't get a chance. 9, she's 9 years old.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kristen Zabrowski-Stavisky, and I am the proud chairwoman of the Rockland County Democratic Committee, and so happy to be here today to support our Chief Sullivan. I don't know if many of you know this, but my father, Ken Zabrowski, spent over 30 years in politics in Rockland County. And he didn't do it for power, he didn't do it for control, he did it because he thought government and politics were a vehicle to pull people up, to lift everyone up, and to make this community and world a better place for all of us. So when I've watched what's going on in the last few months, I can't help but think that it's the opposite of what my father taught me and what he taught my family, what he taught our friends. Because politics is not about going into the police emails. Politics is not about endangering confidential informants and endangering victims. Politics is not about diverting attention from your own misdeeds by taking down an innocent man. So Bernie told me today that there are going to be some spies here, and I hope there are, because you can tell Mr. Homan we're coming for you. People here I want to acknowledge our legislator from West Nyack, Harriet Cornell, former 9-time chair of the Rockland County Legislature. She's also the only other female chair of the Rockland County Democratic Committee, so she means a lot to me. She's my mentor, and she certainly left extremely big shoes to fill. We have Tom Kleiner here, who is the former supervisor in Orangetown. And Tom is going, on April 30th, Tom's going to have a special announcement of his own in Blauville at the Knights of Columbus. So you could all just take this show on the road. We'll follow him there. We have Sam Namath, who's the vice chair of the Conservative Party. Tom Nyman, who is the president of the Rockland CSEA. Keith Cornell, who's a candidate for surrogate judge. Maureen Porritt, who is a candidate for county executive. Linda Zabrowski is here. She is the acting chair of Clarkstown for 2 more days. Ted Collins is here. He is my executive director and does a lot of work for me and the Rockland Dems. Appreciate him being here. And the new president of the Rockland County Young Dems, Adal Regis, is here. He's doing an amazing job reaching out to people. But honestly, the stars of this show are all of you, because you came out here when you could be home eating dinner or, walking around the lake on this beautiful day, because we believe in this man, and we believe that we will take back our town. Now let me introduce another Mike Sullivan, Mike's son, who's going to say a few words to you. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello. I'm a little nervous, guys. You got to bear with me a little bit. Anytime a community comes out and really stands behind something or someone that they believe in, it really is a tremendous thing.
Yeah.
And all the support that you guys have given my father over the few months, it's been absolutely wonderful. And from the bottom of my heart and from my family's hearts, I want to thank you guys very much for being here. When my dad asked me if I wanted to introduce him here tonight, I was very honored and very excited and absolutely terrified. And I asked my father if there was anything I needed to know or do or say, and he said, "Mike, there's one very important thing you have to remember about your speech. It can't be longer than mine." So I'm going to try my best to keep this short. One of the earliest memories I have, I was probably 5 or 6 years old, and my father was teaching me how to ride a bike, and he was jogging alongside me, holding the back of my seat up so my bike wouldn't topple over. And after a while, I remember looking over, and he wasn't holding me up anymore. He was just jogging alongside me. And he gave me this look, and that look said, "I'm here, I'm with you, and together, me and you, we got this. It didn't matter that I fell over 30 seconds later. That look was something that I always remembered, and it was a look that I've seen hundreds of thousands of times growing up. You know, on the foul line playing CYO basketball, taking a girl out for the first time before a big date. Two years ago, before my beautiful daughter Chloe was born over at Good Samaritan Hospital. 30 seconds ago, before I came up here to talk to you guys. He's probably giving me that look right now. Yep, there it is. Yeah, he's giving me that look right now. The point is that that's the same look that anybody here would get if they ever came to my father with a question, a concern, or a comment. It's a look that says, I'm here, I'm listening, and together, me and you, we got this. And it's something very special to me. You know, my father has spent his entire life building a reputation for himself of dignity, honor, and integrity. He didn't do that by making backroom deals. He didn't do that by paying back political favors to people. He did that by living the right thing every single day of his life. Yep. I'm proud as hell to call him my dad. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Mike Sullivan.
Well, do I really need to make a speech now? A couple of tough acts to follow. I want to thank the Veterans Memorial Association of Congress for allowing us to have this event here. I want to thank our Democratic Chairwoman, Kristen Stavisky, for a great speech, and not only that, for your friendship and all your support and guidance you've been giving me. Michael?
Yes, sir.
Much obliged.
Thank you.
That was, I couldn't have asked for a better introduction than that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
And I want to thank all of you for being here tonight. I was going to say, looking out, I felt like I was going to say I'm speechless, but let's hope that's not the case. But it truly is amazing, and I thank you so much for being here, and I'm so proud that you are here. So thank you so much. At my rally last year, I spoke about a movie where the people of this town all drove down to the shore together and shined their lights out into the ocean as a beacon for some sailors who were lost at sea. I want you to know that you have been my beacon during this very, very difficult time, and I would not still be standing here today if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for keeping those lights on. And I hope I can count on your support even more in the months to come. As you all know, I am currently involved in legal proceedings with the town. Proceedings that were initiated by Supervisor Holman because I refused his request to derail an investigation into what I believe to be an illegal $200,000 campaign donation to his 2015 run for supervisor. I further refused his request at his cash offer that I resign my position as chief of police. He also threatened to drag my name through the mud if I refused to resign. Well, that's one promise that George Holman has kept. But a person's name and reputation should not be for sale at any price. I don't know any law enforcement official who takes their oath of office seriously who would concede to any politician's request to interfere with any investigation. I am currently fighting to clear my name, just like I know any of you would. But frankly, that's not what we're here for tonight. I am, and always have been, a public servant. And I also firmly believe that for evil to triumph, all good needs to do is nothing. But I believe it is time for us to do something. I believe it is time for us to take our town back. I believe that good government requires open, transparent communication, integrity, leadership, and commitment to community. Sadly, I don't see that happening in the town of Clarkstown anymore. What I see is a supervisor who uses innuendo and intimidation instead of communication, dishonesty instead of integrity, confusion instead of leadership. And I see people with their heads held low. Emails read, phone calls monitored, innocent associations noted. What I see is a community suffering from the scorched earth politics of a few elected officials who would happily bury the innocent along with the guilty if it advanced their agenda. I see hate and fear as a new political sword to be wielded against anybody who stands in their way. And I see a community divided. I've never had political ambitions, as my father before me, I've chosen to serve and protect the people of Clarkstown from behind a badge. I would like to continue to protect and serve the people of Clarkstown, but from now on, I would like to do it from Town Hall. That is why tonight I'm announcing that I am a candidate for Clarkstown Township. Thank you very much. When I became Chief of Police, I too had a mandate to reduce costs and make the department more efficient. And that's exactly what we did. Working with our police officers, finance and budget officials, community organizations, and involved citizens, we reduced the department's staffing by 12 positions, saving millions of dollars. We reduced the department's operating budget by over 20%, reduced overtime by 20%, reduced sick time by 24%, improved morale, and made the Clarkstown Police Department the most efficient, cost-effective, and community-oriented police department it has ever been. I would like to take that same drive, passion, and management style and apply it to the rest of the town. We need that now more than ever. George Holman, who likes to take credit for improvements to the police department, had absolutely nothing to do with these accomplishments. In truth, the only thing he has accomplished through his selective leaking of law enforcement sensitive documents is to ensure that no Rockland County law enforcement agency will share confidential emails with the town. Of course, he doesn't take credit for that. As your supervisor, I will work to bring civility back to our politics. In my administration, people with opinions different from mine will be considered assets, not enemies. In my administration, we will always keep in mind that our citizens cannot and must not bear on their shoulders an ever-increasing tax burden. But at the same time, we will present a budget that honestly reflects the financial condition of our town. And we will protect and preserve our quality of life and the financial health of our neighborhoods through the strict enforcement of our zoning laws. George Holman likes to congratulate himself for cutting costs of government and for ending patronage. No, he says that. But what he doesn't say and won't tell us is how much we are paying for outside attorneys to conduct town business, most of whom are from Westchester County and members of his own political party. Thank you. As supervisor, I will bring commitment to public service back to the office. I will appoint town officials based on their competence, not their politics. Men and women who will be loyal to you, their friends, family, and neighbors, and not to the politicians who appointed them. George Holman likes to talk about his integrity and his transparency. Tonight, I challenge George Holman to demonstrate that integrity and transparency by returning that last-minute questionable $200,000 donation, identifying who made it, and letting us all know what interest that man has with this town's business. Why not? What is there to hide? And as supervisor, I swear to all of you that whether you support me or not, I will never allow this government to do to anybody what it has done to me. Under my administration, the abuse of power stops. Equal treatment for all and special treatment for none is not a political slogan, not for me. It's a core value and a way of life. As I said, I'm not a politician, and I've never run a campaign before. A lot of my friends have asked me, why are you making this run when you know that George Holman and his supporters are just going to increase their personal attacks upon you and your family? The answer is simple. This is my home. This is our home. time for us to stand up to the bullying and intimidation. It is time for us to stand up to the lies. It is time for us to pull together and take back our town. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? The road to where I am standing right now started last year in George Holman's office. It was there that I chose charges instead of a quick and lucrative settlement offer. It was there that I chose suspension and public humiliation. And it was there that I decided to make this fight, this long uphill battle for truth and for justice. And with that office I walked out of with my dignity intact. If you are uncomfortable with the way business is being conducted in Town Hall these days, if you are concerned, like I am, for our future, then tonight I humbly ask for your support. Join me. Join us. And I promise you, together, we will bring dignity and integrity back to our community, and we will take our town back. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. And the doors are open. There's refreshments inside. Please come on in, join us, and socialize. And thank you again so much for coming.